We cater for anyone that wants one pallet stored and one carton delivered to a full truckload of stock and thousands of pallets. Transport's hard, but transporting food, you not just have to be on time, but you have to be on temperature. And dealing with different temperatures all the time, every day, it's tougher again. We had to blend all the things that I would have expected if it was my stock. So the way I run my general life, treating people, you want to treat them with respect, and if it's someone else's stock, I want to treat that with respect as well. And knowing that they earn a livelihood off that stock, that's even more important to be dealt with in a professional manner and to make it right. Rail into Western Australia and Queensland is a growth area. We're having some good success with rail. On our long haul trailers, we have different compartments allocated to different temperatures, so we can adjust the temperature according to the load. So in one trailer we may have up to 3 different temperatures running off satellite as well. So we can look at the vehicle en route to Perth and make sure that the temperatures are tracked as well. So we can say, okay, that's trailer 16 and it's running at the prescribed temperature that Dave, our interstate manager, has prescribed for it.
With my job, we've always got to think 4 to 5 days in front, because it's easy to say load a truck for Sydney today, but then you've got to figure out when that truck's back and what other freight you've got for later in the week. Spasmodically, we get a lot of full loads. We know a week and a half, 2 weeks in advance when we've got to do them, and from that time I know, then I've got to have in the back of my head I can't send all the trucks to Adelaide because we're going to need some for Sydney the next day.
So I have to now go through matching up time slots into the various warehouses so they're all flowing. If we've got the time slots all set up properly, they should be able to go into one, come out of one, go into another, and then any pickups that are in that area, we get them to pick up and bring back to the depot.
The local van deliveries, which is around the Melbourne suburbs as well as some country areas. We have lots of consolidated pallets, which will mean that there is 40 cartons on there, and all those 40 cartons will be split up in 3s, 4s or 5s or whatever, and then go out to the Melbourne suburbs.
We've got quite a few contracts with pharmaceutical, blood, serums, all that style of thing. We've got to make sure that the vehicle's been cleaned, it's been tested, and we have to maintain -30. It's a difficult business. We run our road trains with 2 drivers. For me to put a road train running express 52 weeks a year from Melbourne to Perth, if you have a problem and you've got 2 drivers, you'll get through that problem. If you've got 1 driver and he's running from Melbourne to Perth, and it legally can be done, he's not going to be able to do it 52 weeks a year. So we choose to be able to run with excessive amounts of manpower. We've got spare parts in Ceduna just in case we need them for our refrigeration plants. So we've set that up our own initiative to do that with our refrigeration supplier Thermo King. Brand new equipment to run out there, and we've got our own spare parts. So just in case there's a problem, at least we can get something fixed. Rodney and I used to drive from Melbourne to Sydney together every day, and now I convinced him to buy a truck and work for me, and I would show him a better way to have a small transport business as an owner-driver.
Being meticulous on paperwork, making sure you label everything correctly, so you got freezer, chiller, dry and all that sort of stuff, plus the mounts and all that. That's why every pallet we have has labels on them. If you do your paperwork right, it'll all run right.
40,000 kilometres a week.